So here we go, salute to the moon, my version. Nice big stretch up and release over. We're going to the left first. Stretch out, your crescent moon, draw back on inhale. Other side, exhale. Stretch out. Think of crescent moon. Draw back in breath. We're moving into the star. Feet slightly turned out. Fingers spread. And from there, into goddess. Ease the heels in so the feet turned out to the sides, elbows bent, fingers stretched. You could bring first finger and thumb together and go on a mudra. Breath in, breath out. Stretch out. Turn out right heel, we're turning to the left. To triangle, stretch out, release down, looking up, stretch the fingers, take a breath, out breath, turn to look at the left foot, relax down. Make a little adjustment for your balance, nose to knee, pyramid posture. Unroll the head, turn out the back foot so the heel can push away. We're coming into crescent moon. Stretch forward and up, into back bend. Hold it for 1 or 2 breaths if you can. Release forwards, down to the floor. We're coming into the half moon. So we're stretching out the back foot. It's strong, heel stretched. Come up to the fingertips. You could use a block or a book under that hand to bring you up a little further to make it the balance easier. This is not an easy balance, I have to admit. So I'm just going to go as far as I can. Balance is not my strong point at the moment now, these days. So I'm turning to look out, straightening my leg, feeling strong. I'm going to try and raise that hand up towards my hip. If you can't do it myself, I'll do it against the wall just to show you, because you may be much better at balance than me. Hand on the hip and just roll upwards. So your chest is turned out, your shoulders are facing out to the right. And release down. Bring that back knee down. Stretch up. Another crescent moon. This time with the knee on the floor, so not quite so strong. So you can relax into it. And release down. Ease the foot forward a little to make it comfortable. Hand on the floor. Raise right arm up. Full stretch. And release down. Now left arm up. Full stretch. Release down. Take left foot to join right. Seat in the air. Squeeze back on the heels. Raise left foot up. And release down. Now right foot. Doesn't really matter which foot you raise first, to be honest, because you're only going to do this once in the sequence. And release back down. Knees to the floor. Bring the right foot forward. Left hand on the floor. Raise the arm up. Right arm. Release down. Left arm up. Stretch up. And release down. Tuck the toes under. Coming up into crescent moon. Sorry, knee on the floor for this first one. Enjoy. And release down. So this time we're going into our half moon shape. Let's bring it back a little bit so that you can see. And we're coming up. Nice and strong. The hand comfortable. Come up to fingers to bring it up a little higher. Turning, stare at something. This is quite difficult balance. And roll outwards. So you're opening the chest. Hand on the hip, if you can. And release down. Foot to the floor. Back into crescent moon, the strong one this time. Stretch forwards and up. Pushing up. Turning to the side. And releasing down into pyramid pose. Let's take a couple of breaths if you want to. And then we're coming up. Excuse my back. But we're coming onto a right hand triangle. Stretch up. Draw back. Into the goddess pose. Stretch up. Star. Back to the middle. Feet together. Stretch up. Over to the right. Crescent moon. Back to the middle, over to the left, back to the middle, and release down. You can just do it once because you have worked down one side and come up the other, but usually when I do this I like to do it twice so that we start this time on the right side. So let's go again. Stretch up, release to the right, reach out, back to the middle, over to the left, stretch out, back to the middle, into our star, feet slightly turned out, into goddess, and to the right this time, stretching out, triangle posture, big open posture, Turning down towards right foot this time. Head relaxed, nose to knee. Turn out the back foot, bend the front knee. Stretch forward. Crescent moon. Reaching up. Coming down to the floor, ready for our half moon. Hand on the floor. Turning to look out. Hand to the hip. Roll that hip upwards if you can. And release down. Foot back to the floor, this time knee to the floor. Back into crescent moon. And release down. Left arm up. Nice little spinal rotation. And down. Right arm up. And down. Take the foot back. Squeeze back on the heels. Dog stretch. Right leg up. And down. Left leg up. And down. Knees to the floor. Left leg forward. Right hand down. Lift. Left hand down. Right hand up. And lift. And release down. Take the foot back. Sit back on the heels. I forgot this actually on the other side. Coming back. Full stretch up. Open, saluting the moon. Back down. This time we've got left leg forward. We're coming back into our crescent moon. Coming up. Full stretch. Push up. And this time into half moon, hand down, leg up, turning to look out to the right this time, hand on hip, roll back, and release down, foot on the floor, back into crescent moon. And down into pyramid. Roll the head, we're easing into our triangle posture. Stretch up and release down. Up, draw back, feet turned out, goddess. Star. Let's turn around so I'm facing you. Hands together, feet together. Stretch up. Over to the left first this time. Try and push out the hip so you get a nice crescent moon shape. Stretch out. Draw back. Other side. Crescent moon. Stretch out. Draw back. And back down to centre. Come down to the floor. Resting your hands just gently in your lap for a breath or two. Salute to the moon usually includes an intention for the month and a vow to let go of the bad stuff that's holding you back in your mind. So we're going to bring the hands into this mudra, thumb, first finger touching, one hand over the other, and just let go of all those troublesome thoughts in the mind that keep dragging you back to the past. Maybe do 3 breaths to clear. And then release, stretch up. Nice big full stretch. Peeling to the moon. And release back down. And this time we have right hand underneath, left hand on top. And we make our affirmation, our vow, our intention for the coming month. To rise to the challenge and deal and enjoy whatever it brings. 3 breaths. Last time, stretch up. Lift the rib cage up, let the shoulders release back. Open your mind, feel the space you have to work in. And release back. It's quite a lot to remember in Salute to the Moon, but you have the handouts as well. So hopefully you will get used to it and you will enjoy the sequence. It's a nice flowing sequence once you know it. And personally, I usually try and do it once a month when there is a full moon. But you can do it any time you like, particularly when you're learning it. Thank you, everybody. Om Shanti.